Hello, ladies and gentlemen, friends and followers. Welcome back to another live stream. Today we are here at Colombia, or more precisely, we are here at Bogota Airport, and we are going to San Andres, a wonderful little island in the Caribbean, and we have a scenery for that airport, San Andres. I downloaded that from Flight Sim, and I just want to have a look on how the scenery looks like. And yeah, so basically I chose the Fenix A320 as it was voted on my Discord channel. And yeah, so far we are ready to jump into the aircraft, and let's have a look here. Yeah, Moy, not as strong. Welcome to the stream. So here we are in the cockpit now. Let's run up the aircraft, starting battery 1 and 2, and connect the external power. Emergency lights on, no smoking set to auto, crew supply on, ground control on, and IRS to nav. Fuel pumps on. Nav and logo lights on as well. Hi Trophy, welcome to the stream. And there we go, let's see. So systems are slowly running up. There we go, and now we can do an APU fire test. That's working. Engine 1 fire test. Working. And engine 2 working as well. Wonderful. So let's get, oops, that's, didn't want to do that. So let's jump here into the EFB and recheck SKBO Bogota to SKSP San Andres. So flight time will be 1 hour and 41 today. Departure time will be 16:20, and expected arrival time will be 18:40, according to the real-world flight. So the weather here at Bogota is quite good. We have almost no wind. We have a great visibility of more than 10 kilometers. A few clouds here on 1,700 and a ceiling of 7,000 feet. We have a temperature of 15 degrees, so it's quite warm here, and a QNH of 1028, so we don't expect any change here. So we can see the clouds outside of the airport here. They are quite low, as it's usual here in Bogota. And yeah, we can see here the ground power unit is connected, the pushback truck is standing by already, and yeah, so our route today will be flight level 360 über the Top Car 1 Romeo departure, and then this will be the route, so we can have a look on the map here as well. That's where we want to go, Colombia to Colombia. And I think now we are basically ready to go to start the boarding process. So I'm just starting my passenger program here. Boarding and deboarding times making too realistic. Start the flight. Flight time 1 hour and 40, and time until takeoff is about 40 minutes. let's say about 47, oh, let's make it 50 minutes. A320, 161. Boarding music, Avianca, and safety video of Avianca Airlines as well. We don't have meals, just snacks and drinks. I don't know how this is done in the real world, but yeah. Start! Okay, and now we can start the boarding of our fuel and baggage loads. So this is planned by Simbrief here on the left side. 8,000 pounds, 21,000 pounds of fuel, and 161 passengers, so we can load in real time. I could do that a little like on instant or on fast, but yeah. Oh, there is another aircraft besides me, and I'm not sure. I can open the doors here, but unfortunately I cannot call the baggage truck, I think. Let's see, maybe I can do that in the FMC config. No. Okay. Anyway, let's start to set everything up for the initialization. So the departure time of the real-world flight, or the off-block time of the real-world flight, will be 16:20, so in about 25 minutes. 35 minutes, of course. So we can see here flight time 1:41. Init page. There we go. Cruising flight level will be 360. I can still remember that, but what I cannot remember is our cost index. Cost index is 5, and the flight number is 9376. Let's see, did we? No, we have not yet received our load sheet, so I send it again. It's now there, because we need a preliminary load sheet to be able to set up the aircraft. So we can see here, preliminary load sheet, Alpha Victor 9376 on the 11th of June 2022. This is the registry, November 789 Alpha Victor, and we're going from Bogota to San Andres. So zero fuel weight is 1,333,500 pounds. So we can type that in, 133.5 slash we need to go to the next page. Zero fuel weight 30.9. Oops, that was one page too fast. Portable water 10 of 10, 100 pieces. No deductions. Prepared by John. And fuel in tanks is 21.7. Of course, everything is set in pounds, so we can accept the preliminary load sheet here. And then we go back to Let's see. We have an alternate, which is a good question. Let me see. Not used to that ICAO code here. The alternate is Augusto Cesar Sandino International Airport in Mexico. But what I wanted to originally check was the alternate fuel here of 5.5 tons or 56 minutes. So we can set that in as 56 minutes. Let's see if this is working. No, it's not. So we need to set 5. What was it? 5.5. And now the FMC tells us that we have a takeoff weight of about 154. Let's see if this is here in as well. 154.8, that's correct. So the FMC calculates the same as the load sheet has. So that's good. Trip wind, by the way, we need to double check. Let's see. Where is the wind page? No, the wind information is up here as well, I think. Average wind, 157 at 5. So that will be tailwind of about 5. Hi David, welcome to the stream, and now all 3 of you are here. Very nice. Nice to see you all here, back here. And I am, by the way, connected to VetSim again, and I just hope that everything is working, and we do not get a disconnect as we used to. And I can still receive. I don't want to receive that. Why can I still receive COM2? I don't want to receive that. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Okay, check with the cabin crew about the boarding process.
Are we almost done boarding?
Okay, 17 minutes left, okay.
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
So, and we can take a look on the route here. We will depart runway 13 right, and we will arrive runway 06. Top car 1 Romeo departure. So let's see. Departure will be 13 right. Already top car. Oops, that was one scroll too far. One to top car 1 Romeo. Top car 1 Romeo and insert. Yeah, same for me, not as strong. In the last days I did not have any time to stream, not even to prepare something. But well, for today I finally managed to stream again, and I think tomorrow I will stream as well. Just not sure. Just not sure when. So, we have the top car 1 Romeo departure, so we set that in, oh, top key, not top car, top key 1 Romeo departure, and then we continue to Varzil, and then we continue our route, basically to waypoint Sekma, and from there we will start our approach into the airport of San Andres. And for the arrival, as we have runway 06 open, we will take the Arnov arrivals. And the problem is, I just noticed that there is no arrival from the waypoint we are coming from, so there is nothing from Sekma. And in that case, let's see. Okay, Toza 1 Alpha arrival is suggested here. I will have a look on the approach charts later on, so don't worry about that. And we are going to fly the Arnov 06 arrival. Let's see if I can check the vias. Via Lviv, back, erase. Okay, let's do that again. Arnov 06, Toza 1 Alpha, and then we're going via Lviv. Okay, insert. Okay, and let's have a look here. Okay, let me just read what you wrote, guys. Well, if you don't go there, if you don't want to go there, then just don't do it. Oh really? Was that already 3 weeks ago, David? Unbelievable. You're going to the airport? Which airport do you go to? And what are you doing there? And I just... let me have a look here on the routing. So the route itself looks good, and then here from Sekma we have to zoom out a little bit so that we can see where the routes bring us. So it looks good for now. Okay, it brings us to Tofsa, or Toza, was it Tozev, to Tozev, and from Tozev we gonna approach the Arnov 06. Oh, okay, David, I see. Jonas was also online tonight, this afternoon, and he's going to the beach in Hamburg. So if you go there, you might spot him as well. Yeah, well, not as strong, we will see. Maybe the birthday is not as bad as you think it will be, so... let's think positive, and maybe you get surprised there. So check the weather. We have volcano eruption, Volcan Nevado del Ruiz. Moving west. Okay, so that's not a factor for us. No cyclone, no volcanic ash. And at destination here we have winds with 100 at 10 gusting 22, so there won't be a change in the runway here. Yeah, no problem, David. Have fun at the airport. So we're going to Tozef, Napet, Lviv, and then the approach. Okay, perfect. All right. See you later, guys. Or tomorrow then. Bye-bye. So, the route looks good. What I forgot is to set the QNH, but we will do that now. Altimeter is 3035, so we can, oops, we can set that. 3035. Yeah, cross-check, I know. 3035, and it's set. And we set that here as well. 1028. Hi Alex, welcome to the stream. Oh, you did send me another tutorial. Okay, I will check that later. After the flight here, or maybe once we are airborne. Okay, so for now we are done with the preparations for the route, so let's have a look here on the departure. So basically, let's view the intersection data. We could depart from Foxtrot Lima. Let's see. And then we need to have a flaps to departure and calculate. Okay, let's have a look on the charts. I had a look into it, Alex, but I didn't completely read it because I currently at the moment have absolutely no time for anything. That's also the reason why I did not stream in the last days. So I just basically overflew it. But yeah. So ground charts. Okay, here we are at the airport charts. Runway 13 right, it's over here. That will be our departure runway here. Oops. Departure charts. So we are flying the... Oh, where is it? I cannot find the top key departure. Top key, top key, top key. Oh, come on. There we go, top key. So let's make that a star and then check here. So, this is gonna be our departure. So, directly after the departure from runway 13 right here, we will do a right turn with a maximum of 205 knots to fly direct Soacha VOR 108.6 and cross that at 17,000 feet or below. We can check here, climb on course 149 until 8,900. Then direct to SOA VOR, do not turn before Delta Echo Romeo. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet, by the way, so we can check that here. After 8,900, we commence a right turn to go to SOA and we will definitely below 17,000, so that's fine for the departure here. And after that we continue to Bravo Oscar 426, turn right on 135 and so on. ATC may assign a higher minimum flight level of QNH below 1013. It's above 1013, so but we don't have any ATC anyway, so yeah. So that's gonna be our route here over Panama, and then I think this is Nicaragua. No, this should be Nicaragua here. I'm not sure. Maybe this or this. Can't remember. But yeah, this is gonna be our route here. We pass Medellin in from on the west here, and then continue straight ahead until we reach the Caribbean, and then our airport San Andres is here in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So let's turn that more bright so we can see everything, and then go back here on the charts. Let me see, airport charts. Is there any? No, there is not. So Kilo would be the departure. What is the... So we have Kilo 1, Kilo 2, Kilo 3, 4, 5 and so on. So if I check the departure information here and I go to intersection data, we have ID Fox Lima. But where is Fox Lima? Or what is ID Fox Lima? Oh, maybe this one here, because work in progress. So maybe this is... That's weird. Anyway, we just leave it as it is and use the non-intersection departure. So calculate this again. I'm not sure, Alex, if I will do a video. As I said, I need a lot more time to do that, and also I'm still not quite sure if people are really interested in watching this. And I actually don't want to spend so much time on doing a video for... and in the end people are not watching it. But at the moment, I don't have any time to do that anyway, so if I do a video, then it will be maybe in autumn or something, because I need more time to like read everything, learn everything myself, then think about on how I do the video, and yeah. Actually, what I want to test is, so okay, I think, yeah. Okay, so let's continue with the departure briefing, because we will soon be able to depart. 138 and 141. 141, 141. We have 9,350 and flex 49. Flex 49, 9,350. 9,350. Flaps to departure with down 0.0. To shift is empty. Okay, so departure is done as well. And let's see how far the boarding process here on the Phoenix is.
We're on your time now.
Okay, boarding is completed now. And here they are done as well. Only 3 passengers left. And then I will receive the final load sheet. Come on, last passengers coming into plane. Boarding is completed. There we go. And now we should have, or we should receive the
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
company
aboard Flight 93,
message here soon
76.
with the final
Our
load
flight
sheet.
time will be roughly 1 hour and 40 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask.
So you can see cabin door is closed. Oh, there is another aircraft besides me, also an A320. There is an American in the middle of the taxiway. By the way, we are flying the classic livery today, not the new one, which is also the same what the real world aircraft is doing. So we go here to the ground service page, and we can then turn on the seatbelt signs. Ladies and gentlemen, SIC Captain speaking. On behalf of Avianca and myself, as well as the entire crew, I would like to welcome you aboard this Avianca flight with service to San Andres in the Caribbean today. We are just waiting for our departure slot. Boarding is now completed, also the baggage is on board, and we will therefore depart on time. So for now, I would like you to sit back, relax, have a nice flight, and if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to ask our lovely cabin crew. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, SIC Captain speaking. On behalf of Avianca and myself, as well as the entire crew, I would like to welcome you aboard this Avianca flight with service to San Andres in the Caribbean today. We are just waiting for our departure slot. Boarding is now completed, also the baggage is on board, and we will therefore depart on time. So for now, I would like you to sit back, relax, have a nice flight, and if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to ask our lovely cabin crew. Thank you. So, expected departure in about 22 minutes, and the departure slot will be reached in 10 minutes. So it is like I said, we will depart on time. Now we'll just double check with the oh, by the way, what I just saw a minute ago, let me show that again. So I wasn't sure about where is Nicaragua, but this is Costa Rica and this is Nicaragua over here. I just looked it up, and I just want to make that clear, just to be just to make sure. Yeah, so we should connect the trucks and cones here, just to make sure that we do not roll away. Oh, and of course I forgot again to set up my throttle quadrant to the Fenix A320, and there we go. Okay. And I can now switch over to the Unicom frequency. Unfortunately, we do not have ATC. That's really unfortunate, but yeah.
Bogota Centro, American 1637, iniciando rodaje, punto de espera, pista 13 derecha.
So there is another aircraft taxiing now to runway 13 right. I just don't know what it is, which aircraft it is, but I guess it should be this American here. And we did not yet receive the final load sheet, so let's see if I can just resend it. I don't know why. Come on. Don't know why it's not being received automatically. Okay, so let's go back to the init page and check what we have. So a zero fuel weight of 133.5, that's set, and a takeoff weight of 154.8. Pax is 161 plus 1. That doesn't make any sense, but okay, so be it. Page 2, we have a zero fuel weight of 29.8, so there is a difference, 29.8, so we change that. And fuel in tanks should be 21,734, and we have 21,730, so that's fine. Did I accept it? Okay, I just did it. And okay, that's it. So we are now actually ready to go, and we can start with the checklist. Let me see if I can do the checklist from here. So before start, cockpit prep completed. Barrel ref is 3035 set on both sides. ACARS is initialized. Parking brake is set. Fuel on board, we just checked, 21,730. Init B is loaded. Flex temp 49. Takeoff speeds is 138, 141 and 141. So now passenger signs are on. We can turn on the beacon lights as we will soon start the engines. Transponder is set to 2000 standard IFR transponder code, and all doors are closed. Okay, so now ground services. We can start the APU now. There we can see the APU page. And now it should soon be flap open, and then the N percentage is rising. Flap open, there we go. APU is now starting. Let's see, yeah, see, that's the American here. There's another pushback. Actually, this guy is not directly at the correct position here, but anyway, so be it. So what we can do is we can disconnect the external air. Temperature is fine. Can reduce that a little bit more. Turn on the APU bleed as the APU is now available, and we can then disconnect the chocks and cons, and we can disconnect the ground power unit. And now let's check. Bogota traffic, Avianca 93675 Airbus A320 at gate 84 is now pushing back departure from runway 13 right, Bogota traffic. So, connect the tug. Wing lights off, beacon lights on, navigation lights on, seatbelt signs on. So we are now indeed ready for the
58, Bogota traffic, starting taxi via November Alpha for Alpha 2, runway 13 left, Bogota traffic.
So now the tug is connecting. I'm just not sure when the talk will be finished. I'm not sure if there is any conversation here. No, I don't think so. Okay, so start. Going backwards. Oh, I should release the parking brake. And then starting engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Su seguridad es muy importante para nosotros. Lo invitamos a observar las indicaciones
And now I'll have to take care
para
here.
abrochar el cinturón de seguridad. Inserte la parte de metal dentro de la hebilla. Ajústelo.
Okay, so that's was a little bit too far, but that's a problem if it's not
Si se
going
presenta una
automatically.
pérdida de presión en la cabina, las máscaras de oxígeno caerán
Engine number 1 is now stable, so starting engine 1.
máscara más cercana y ale de ella hacia
Can
abajo.
set the autopilot.
Cubra nariz y boca y respire normalmente. Pase el elástico alrededor de su cabeza y asegúrela alando los extremos. El oxígeno fluirá aunque la bolsa
And-
plástica no se infle. Si viaja con niños o personas que necesiten
Stop
asistencia,
the pushback.
ajuste su propia máscara antes de
Set
ayudarlos.
parking brake.
Continúe utilizándola
Disconnect the
hasta que
tuck.
la tripulación lo indique. El chaleco salvavidas está localizado. Asegúrelo pasando la cinta alrededor de su cintura. Abróchelo y ajústelo a su medida.
Stop
alando
it,
del
please.
extremo. El chaleco no debe ser inflado dentro de la cabina. Al salir del avión, ale de las dos perillas rojas para inflarlo o sople a
set
través
parking
del
brake.
traffic, Avianca 60 starting pushback from send 79 Bogota traffic.
medidas de emergencia.
Okay, so after start, checklist anti-ice not required, ECAM status checked.
Están equipadas con balsas para
Normal.
navegación en agua, ubicadas adelante.
Pitch trim, we will have a 0.0% set, and rudder trim is 0, we can reset that, okay. Flight controls check, is full up,
Identifíquela. Esta
full
puede
down,
estar incluso
neutral,
detrás de usted.
full
El
left,
bolsillo del asiento
full
frente
right,
a usted
neutral and rudder,
tarjeta con
full left,
información de seguridad.
full right,
Recomendamos leerla
neutral.
antes del despegue. Verifique. De su asiento en posición
Bogota traffic, Avianca Airlines 367 is now taxiing to runway 13 right.
abiertas y que el equipaje de mano, portavasos y control remoto estén
Parking brake
colgados y
released.
asegurados. Asimismo, le recordamos que está prohibido fumar, incluso cigarrillos electrónicos, y que desactivar los detectores de humo en los baños
Text the
es
lights on.
prohibido por ley. Gracias y
Your safety is very important to us. We invite you to watch the following safety instructions. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and adjust it by pulling on the strap.
Man Texas, US first one with
To unfasten the seatbelt, lift the top. Masks will automatically drop.
Yeah, somebody's got an open mic.
Pull the mask down to start the oxygen flow. Put it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Place the elastic band around your head and adjust it by pulling on the ends.
6037, holding position on runway 13 right.
A life vest is located under or beside your seat. To use it, put it over your head. Pass the strap around your waist and adjust it.
We're taxiing now
Do
onto
not
November
inflate
and
the
then
life
onto
vest
Kilo,
while in the cabin.
and then we can
Bogota traffic, Avianca
Leaving the
2134
aircraft,
stand
inflate the vest by
85
pulling on the red
push
tabs or blowing into the red tubes.
So now the Avianca over here is pushing back as well.
Runway 13 right.
Turn on automatically upon contact with water. This aircraft has 8 emergency exits. Each of them has a slide for land evacuation, and 4 of them are equipped with front and rear evacuation rafts. In case of an evacuation, a floor...
So this guy is pushing back, this guy is starting his taxi, also to runway 13 right.
Located in the seat pocket in front of you. Please take a moment to review it before takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened, your seat back fully upright, the tray table stowed, the window shades open, and carry-on luggage, cup holders, and handsets stowed and locked. We remind you that smoking is forbidden, including electronic cigarettes. Tampering with laboratory smoke detectors.
So let's see, do we have the speed restriction as well? Yes, we have 205. So we can set auto brake to max, ignition can be turned off.
Bogota traffic, American 1637 on takeoff runway 13 right.
Okay, takeoff config tested and normal. APU can be turned off.
Traffic, Avianca 60 taxiing to runway 13 right, Bogota traffic.
Before takeoff checklist, flight controls checked, flight instruments checked, briefing is confirmed, flaps setting, flaps 2, FMA and takeoff data we checked already, transponder is set and ECAMIMO is takeoff no blue, before takeoff checklist to the line completed. There he is, departing American Airlines One World livery. And there he goes. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff please, seats for takeoff. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff please, seats for takeoff. And we have 8 minutes left for our official departure. So I'd say we are perfectly on time. Still no controller. And by the way, the real world flight is right now where this aircraft here is.
Bogota traffic, Avianca 2134, taxiing to holding point for runway 13 left, Bogota traffic.
Bogota traffic, Avianca 9376 is reaching holding point runway 13 right. We're lining up and we will call you back for departure in about 30 seconds then. Bogota traffic. So this is for heavy aircraft here, maybe? Or maybe it's just for sequencing. Not sure, but we will take the first one here. And we will now turn on the landing lights, turn on the runway, turn off lights.
Approaching. 1.
Turn on terrain.
3, right.
And everything's set.
On runway. 13, right.
There we go. So, let's, before takeoff checklist below the line, cabin is secured, engine mode selectors normal, TCAS, TARA, and we will turn off the packs, just so that we have more takeoff power. Bogota traffic, Avianca 9376 on runway 13 right, taking off top key 1 Romeo departure, Bogota traffic. Okay, so left is clear, right is clear as far as I can see. Terrain radar is on. Start the chrono, 50% N1. Stable and flex temp. I love that sound. Knots. B1 rotate. Positive rate gear up. Turn on the autopilot already. Passing 8,900, so we can commence our right turn, and in 9,350 we will reduce to thrust climb, which is now. Thrust climb. So the aircraft will lower its nose and continue climbing. Turn off the lights and turn on pack 1.
Bogota traffic, Avianca 2134 lining up and taking off. Runway 13 left via AC Bakida for hotel departure, Bogota traffic.
And the real world flight is right now at the holding point for runway 13 right. And turn on pack 2. Landing lights off. Flaps 1.
Traffic, Avianca 60, line up and take off runway 13 right, Bogota traffic.
We can disable the speed brakes. Flaps 0, speed check, flaps 0. We leave the seatbelt signs still on. And the aircraft is now accelerating, so we are almost not climbing. But we don't have any surroundings here. What about the temperature? We have plus 22 degrees, okay, so we don't need anti-ice yet. We might need it later on once we are a little higher. But we are reaching now the speed of our cruising speed, or climb speed, better to say. And we will now turn right here. And have a look on these clouds and fogs and mountains and stuff. Actually, we're quite low, aren't we? Was there any restriction in climbing out? I don't think so, actually. At or below flight level 1 or at or below 17,000, so that's fine. Right to a minimum climb gradient 5% until 8,900. Yeah, but that's no problem. Okay, so There was no speed restriction for us. So that's all fine. We can turn off the terrain
Gentlemen, we have now passed
radar.
10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your phone fast.
Packs are both on.
Not constituting the galley or near the level.
Good traffic, Avianca 2134, passing flight level 120, passing our 4 hotel departure, having flight level 340 at departing the area. Follow the traffic.
Okay, so it looks better now, I think. Let's see what's down there. There's mountains as well, so we just leave the seatbelt signs on for a minute here. We can set them to standard. Set that to standard here as well, 1013. And then it's time for the after takeoff checklist. The landing gear is up, flaps retracted, packs are both on, barrel ref standard set. So after takeoff and climb checklist completed. Click on the constraints. Yeah, I need to be flat level 190 or above. One mile to go and 300 feet to go. And we are perfectly on flight level 190. So I think we can turn off the seatbelt signs. Check the status page, everything's normal. Temperatures, well, in the afterwards it's a little bit hot here with 24 degrees. Let's check. But that's fine, I think. Okay. That's it, and now we are on our way to San Andres. There's, by the way, very bad weather over San Andres, I just noticed. A lot of clouds, I think. We can see here our top of climb. can also check the FMC. It tells us optimum flight level would be 340, while our recent max is 360. And I forgot something. I forgot to request the winds when we were on the ground, but we can do that right now. Uplink insert. Okay, so we have the wind information now in as well. There we go. 10 minutes in the air already. And what we can do is we can check the weather again, because it's it looks really interesting. Weather for the arrival. So we have 108. Oh, the gusts are gone for the moment. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers, but we have a drizzle, so light rain, or light drizzle. Scattered on 1,500 feet, broken at 8,027 degrees, QNH 1012. So that's gonna be quite interesting. So from the 11th until the 12th, we have 00, okay, scattered, broken tempo. From 12 Zulu to 15 Zulu. We have rain, scattered and towering cumulus clouds. And from 21 Zulu until 24 Zulu, we can expect some thunderstorms over the area. Well, luckily we will be on the ground until then. So I think we're gonna arrive right in front of the thunderstorms. Actually, very high mountains here. Over there, for example. We can turn on the terrain radar. Let's see if there's something visible. No, there's not. But these mountains back here, they are quite high. I mean, we are already on flight level, what are we? 270, just passing. And we are also passing now Varzil, and let me quickly check the fuel. Just to make sure everything is going all right. 18.6. 18.9, okay, perfect. And we have fuel used 2.8. We should have used, or we could have used 3.1. So that's fine. And we will now leave the bad weather behind us. Unfortunately, still no weather radar. We have to wait for sim update 10. Nice reflection here again. But yeah, bad weather is back here. We will now fly into better weather. We can turn off the terrain radar again, and then we just wait until we reach our cruising altitude. almost at our cruising level. Also, you can see we are reaching the top of climb. I don't know which mountains these are. Are these the Andes as well? I'm not sure. It should be. Yeah, of course. I don't think there are two mountains there, mountain regions. Let's see. Let's see. I can't find that. I don't know, but it should be the Andes. Not sure though. Maybe it's something different. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea on mountains and rivers and stuff in South America. Well, North America and Asia, I don't have either, but I think it's a little better than in South America. And still telling me optimum would be 340, but we're gonna fly to 360. Cabin altitude is at 7,250. It's not rising anymore, so that's fine. That's working. I sometimes check that because I have failures and errors turned on, and switch the mode to realism. So basically there could be something happening anytime. Wind's almost calm, by the way. You can see that here, 2 knots only. So our ground speed is the same as the true airspeed. And we are now passing Medellin on the right. Although, of course, we cannot see that. Not even the co-pilot can. So Medellin is somewhere over here, back here, over here or something. Let's see, I can check the airport's page. SKRG, that's Medellin. So back here, 40 miles, or let's say 30 miles on our right side. So somewhere over here, as I just said. And we reach now our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet, old star. That's fine. And old cruise, leveled off. So basically now, basically now our work is done for the next minutes, so we just have to wait until we reach our top of cruise. No, I mean top of descent, of course, not top of cruise. And tomorrow I think I'm going to do another flight, also in South America, I guess. And I might fly with the PMDG 737, some goal action, maybe into Rio de Janeiro. We will see. So everything looks fine, so we can enjoy the view out of the window. Let's see, what if we go somewhat more backwards? Yeah, well, that might be a little too much, but this could be a nice window as well. Somewhat higher clouds here, down there. Weather doesn't look as good. And the cabin crew will soon be starting their in-flight service with providing snacks and drinks, and our expected arrival time will be in 1 hour and 20 minutes. If I have a look on the map, then it looks really far away, actually. But yeah, it's just 1 hour and 20. So about 1 hour until we start our approach. let me check something. Okay. And also, what does the FMC tell me? So, arrival at San Andres in 1808, and we have 16:53. So yeah, 1 hour 20, a little more. And we will soon be over Panama. Of course, some minutes left, but we will soon be. Yeah, that's what I meant.
We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
And we are almost halfway through our route. You can see here this point ETP, which means that this is the middle of our point from that route, because from this point on, the time to return to the departure aerodrome will be the same as if we want to continue to our destination. That's the ETP, the equal time point, or equal time point. So actually, 1808, so that makes it 1 hour and 11, and I have an expected arrival of 1 hour 15. Well, that's really close. That's really close. can see the registry on the wing there, November 789 Alpha Victor. And I will now, just to be early on, having a look on the approach charts. So for SKSP reference docs, let's see if there is minimum. Let's just see. Okay, so there's nothing around. So the highest point is 1,100 feet. So no problem. What about here? Standard minimums. Okay. So this is the airport. You can see very small, but we are arriving on the runway 06, and then we will vacate via Bravo, or well, actually Alpha, it doesn't matter, to the apron. So there is a lot of information around that. So birds in the vicinity of the airport. Exercise caution for foreign objects. Present on taxiway Bravo and the platform. Okay. Exercise caution for reduced visibility of runway 06 from control tower due to presence of trees. Okay. Exercise caution for reduced visibilities of sector northeast to east of threshold runway 24 from control tower. And airport limited, not authorized for landing of cargo flights except military operations daily between the hours of blah 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 blah. Apron limited daily between, okay, except military operations. So max stay on the ground for aircraft on national flights 60 minutes, international flights 90 minutes. So it's a really interesting airport here. Apron limited daily between 00 and 02 hours and 12 to 23 hours except military operations. So what does that mean? Apron limited daily between 00 and 02 hours. So basically it's unlimited between 2 o'clock in the morning and 12 o'clock at noon. And it is limited between 12 and to 12 except military I don't know. I don't understand. I have no idea. So for the arrivals, first of all, let's check the approach here. RMP runway 06, that's what we're gonna fly, and then we have the RNAV arrivals for runway 06. So we will fly the TOSAF. 100 miles from Sekma. We have Tozov, Nepet, and then Lviv at or above 4,000. Same here at Tozov. And then Bogox at or above 3,000. And then we're gonna fly the Arnov runway 06 approach here. So from Lviv to Bogox, and then onto the Arnov approach runway 06. So within the holding maximum of 230 knots, we will reduce the speed to green dot, or even further, maybe to 180 on this part here. So we can see this is the holding of 1 minute per leg, and then Bogox we descend to 1650 degrees to Acrux, which is over here, and from Acrux we start our descent with a 3 degrees glide path down until 1.7 nautical miles to runway 06, and from there on we continue our visual approach until our minimum point. The minimum point will be 553 on decision height or 573 on decision altitude. And we have to have a runway visibility of 2.3 kilometers for all aircraft categories. And if, I mean, we have VNAV. If we just fly LNAV, then it would be a little higher here. But we have VNAV, so we fly with the VNAV. And therefore we just have to disconnect the autopilot at the 550 feet to continue visually. But that's no problem, because I think the weather should be fine. And yeah, misapproach, climb on heading 063, which is basically runway heading to Mumon, and hold at 3000. So we continue just runway heading until we approach Mumon and hold at 3000, maximum 230 knots. No, this direction here. So we'll fly a theater of entry. But as there is no ATC as well as no traffic, unless we have an emergency, we don't need to fly until we reach the intersection Mumon there. Is it Mumon? No. Mumon. And we are now crossing the border to Panama in like 2 minutes. Or no, actually we are crossing it right now. So if we do that, then the border is right there. Right there on the ground is the border of Panama. Somewhere in the middle here of the forest. And let's do another quick fuel check. We have RWO. RWO 15.9 and we have 16.5, so we have 600 pounds more than we would need. And there is Sekma and our top of descent already. Well, I mean, of course, I say already, it's still some time to go. At top of descent, still 270 miles to go. Top of descent will be reached at 1744. So in about Does it make sense? In about 36 minutes. Well, yeah. So we can close the airports here. Don't need that. And by the way, here we can see the equitime point. Aircraft to SKBO, Bogota, distance 284. And here we have distance 368, but of course we are not yet at the equitime point. So this is a refreshing. Actually, I'm not familiar with this page, but it's nice to have. So if you pass this, you know, okay, I can continue to destination, or I could continue to departure airport. Doesn't make any difference concerning the time. So they don't have any problems there. We can have a look here actually on the arrival, just so we have it. Just not sure about the actual landing weight, but we can check that according to our flight plan, of course. So, runway will be 06. Runway condition, I hope it will be dry. No, it won't be dry. We have light drizzle. I just have to check. I think braking action could be good instead of dry, because it is of course not dry. Oh, now we have rain, so not sure about braking action. Let's see. So there is no braking action reported, of course. It's not in the meter as well. I have no idea on how to find out the... Okay, anyway. Landing weight will be estimated 145. 145.2. We have medium auto brake. Let's see. If I go for low auto brake, max reverse, auto throttle off, flaps full, manual land. If I check the braking action here, okay, you can see if we change it to poor, or actually to poor. If we do it a max manual landing, max reverse, we still, the runway is not long enough. And for medium poor, we just have enough. But there won't be a change. Oh, there is actually a change, okay. So medium auto brakes and max reverse, I can still fly with low auto brake. So even if it's dry, okay, it doesn't matter. It's no difference if we have a low auto brake landing. And let me see, because we have rain. Airport. Weather briefing. AirMat not available. Signets for Panama. Tropical cyclone, volcanic ash, no. Departure destination. No. So these are the weather charts here. We have the vertical profile. No, but we don't have any braking action information, so we just leave it to good. Panama here. I mean, it's not published in the NOTAMs anyway, so okay. There we can see the estimated landing weight, which is 145,224 pounds, and the maximum is 145,500. So we are only 300 pounds below our maximum landing weight. Okay. So there is SECMA incoming. And there you can see the ocean. We are of course now over Panama. And go out here, you can see there is the ocean coming in. So let me check where the real flight is, just out of interest. Should be somewhere around the same as we are. Boca de Coupe. Okay. Okay, I know where they are. Let me check on the map where I am. Okay, I see. So, well, we are a little ahead of the real flight. Of course, we departed a few minutes earlier. Let me see if I can see that down here. Where's that water stuff? Oh, I'm already ahead, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, we are a little ahead, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes ahead of the real-world flight. And let's see. The real-world flight have an estimated time of arrival of now 13:16 local time. So in about an hour they will land. So do we. We have 13:08, of course. And we can also now set up the approach page already. So you can see it's already switched to hectopascal here, to inches, as we have the 0 in there. Let me see. No, actual time of departure, you can see 16:17, so 3 minutes ahead. And you can see here also 11 minutes ahead. But I want to have a look here. So refresh the meter. 29087. QNH 101. Wait, what? QNH 1011 and 29087. Okay. We could switch to QNH here, but that's not really necessary. 26 degrees. Wind is 100 at 7. Transition level is flight level 180. And the barrow was 573, as we have WNAV. 573. So the only problem is, I mean, it's not a problem, but we have the visibility just 3,000 meters, which is quite low. Also, it rains. It is not a problem for the approach, as our decision height will be 500 or almost 600 feet. And the lowest clouds here, the ceiling is at 1,200, so we are way below that. But still, we will see. The rain makes it a little worse here, and yeah. So maybe I'll think about switching to medium auto brakes. Change that to good medium. And switching, yeah, I think I'm going to switch that to medium auto brakes here, just to be sure. And we, of course, actually, flap full, flap 3 landing. So we could land with a flaps 3 landing, but 5,400. Okay, we need 400 feet more if we do a flap 3 landing. We're just making it short, and the wind is not as heavy, so we can do a flaps full landing. Flaps full. 141. So the approach is 141 instead of 146. What it would be was config 3. Go around phase, thrust reduction, thrust acceleration. And engine out procedure is 1,500 feet. flat retracted 156, slats retracted 257, and clean speed is 236. Okay. just noticed that the overlay says we are climbing, we are cruising at flight level 370, which is of course not correct. By the way, I can... Let me see if this is working in any way. If I check, for example, El Porvenir Airport. MPVR. So let's see. If we check the meter for the closest weather station, it's telling us QNH is 1011. So if I go back into the cockpit and change the settings here to 1011, no, of course, nothing would happen. 36,000. So why is... I mean, I know there is a problem with the information from the simulator. But, yeah, simulator information, okay. There's just... Yeah, that's just a problem of the simulator here, of the information. Well, anyway, we're getting closer to the top of descent here. And the weather is really, really interesting. So there's so much bad weather here. Oh, the visibility increased. 6,000 now instead of 3,000, and only drizzle, no rain anymore. That is good. Although I am not sure about the... I mean, the real world weather is the same, of course. We're flying real world, real weather. So they also have drizzle. But we have to check here. We have to check here about the approach information. And this is from 1728 Zulu, so this is just updated 4 minutes ago. And so it might change again until we arrive, but we will see. We are 2 hours and 5 minutes already in the simulator. So at least I can be in the simulator for about 2 hours before it crashes, at least. And is there a way to... No, there is not. I think I'm doing that every... Oh yeah, here it is. That was what I was looking for. Can you not move that? Is it just fixed? Oh yeah, of course, because it's over the... Can do that here as well. Is there anything? What is that? Oh, that's the standby compass. Don't need that. Sorry. Do that here and do that here, I think, as well. Yeah, see? But it's back behind the tablet. So we go here and then we can... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Really? I want to do that. Come on. I won't stop until I got that. Oh, actually, it is not possible because the tablet is there. Yeah. Never mind. Of course, Of course, it's the same over here. You cannot raise this up if you have the tablet installed here. Well, that's a little bit stupid, isn't it? Okay. I love the contrast, though. If you have a look through here, you can see the single clouds down here and back there. If you turn it up, it's way more bright. I love how this is simulated. There's also, by the way, another aircraft arriving, San Andres, from the north. So we might be lucky with the weather here, but well, now a weather radar would be amazing, but unfortunately there is nothing. So the real world flight is down here, and we are here, yeah, still a little bit ahead here. 8 minutes. There we can see the airport already. Optimum is now 350, maximum 370, so not much changed here. Hello. Bye-bye. And top of descent is over here. Somewhat 40 miles to go. We cannot see the bad weather yet, but it will be there. Although it's turning south to the island, well, that's gonna be really interesting, yeah. Another like 20 minutes until the next update of the meter. And reached our top of descent. So we can tune in 3000 and start our descent. And we can check in the FMC what we have here. Nipet, Livif 4800. Bogox and Atrax. So for Bogox we want to be at 3000 and not above it, so we tune that in. And for 8 crocs we need that to be at 1650 and a speed of 158. So speed is calculated by the FMC here, but the altitude is of course done by the approach. So then we continue the descent. And at 1.7 nautical miles we will turn off the autopilot, or when we approach the minimum. What I will do is I will do a fix info and do runway, how was it done? SKSP 06, or was that Boeing? No, that was correct. And then we set a 2 miles radius, because I think 1.7 is not working, is it? No, it makes it 2. Okay. And then we know when we need to disconnect our autopilot. And also at Acrox we need to start our descent, and Acrox is actually at 5 miles. So let's see if is this, no, that's not working. Can I just set, okay, I can just set one radius point. So SKSP 06, make it another one at 5. So because this will be the point where we need to descend. And so we are now descending, passing flight level 300. Hi Alex, welcome back. Passing flight level 300, getting into the approach here. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we just started our descent into San Andres. I would like you to now turn your seats in the upright position and also put up the tray tables in front of you. The cabin will now start to prepare the cabin for arrival, so if you have any litter, please hand it over to the flight attendants. Also, we will soon be turning on the seatbelt signs, so when they are turned on, please return to your seats and keep seated, and the seatbelt signs fastened until we approached the airport and finally came to a stop. Thank you very much for flying with Avianca today, and we hope you enjoy the landing. So I cancel that. I do that again with the current weather information. I should have done that before, but to be honest I forgot it. So let's quickly check the weather once more, but I don't think there is an update. 080 at 5 and 6000, so no, there is not, but I can check the approach page here. 080 at 5. 080 at 5, and temperature 26, it's 25 now, and altimeter 2986, 2986 and 25. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As you may have noticed, we have just started our descent into San Andres. I would like you now to return to your seats and fasten the seatbelt signs, put your seat in the upright position, and the table in front of you also upwards. The flight attendants will now make their way to the cabin, so if you have any litter, please hand it over to them. For San Andres, we have currently a temperature of 25 degrees, but we have light drizzle at the airport. So the visibility is not that great. It might get a bumpy landing, but I can make sure that everything works fine here in front of the aircraft. So for now, we thank you for flying with Avianca today, and we hope you still have a nice vacation on San Andreas. Thank you. So I think the announcement is cut off again, but we will see.
I would like you now to return to your seats and fasten seatbelt signs. Put your seat in the upright position and the table in front of you also upwards. The flight attendants will now make their way to the cabin, so if you have any letters, please hand it over to them. For San Andreas, we have currently a temperature of 25 degrees, but we have light drizzle at the airport, so the visibility is not that great. It might get a bumpy landing, but I can make sure that everything works fine.
Oops. So we are a little bit high off the profile, so there might be more drag required. We can now start to descent checklist. So the briefing is confirmed. Ecom status checked is normal. Seatbelt signs, we can turn them on now. Barrow ref will be prepared to 10. What was it? Now come on. QNH 1011 set, and we can prepare this here as well. Can we? No, we cannot. 1011 set back to standard. Do the same here. 1011 and back to standard. We now have to reduce the angle here a little bit so that we can reduce the speed as well. But we are on the profile here, so that's fine. Approach pages refreshed. Well, we can set the QNH 1011 here as well. Looks better. Or looks more familiar to me, at least. We're passing now flight level 180, so we can turn the barrel to standard and to the local QNH here. And check the condition here again. 22, 22, 22, that's fine. This is checked normal. So barrel ref 1011 set. MDA is set to 573 feet, and engine mode selector is normal. So approach checklist completed. No clouds to see here. That's very interesting. By the way, according to the weather information, we should already be in some clouds here, and I'm not quite sure why this is not being done here. 080 drizzle scattered overcast. Okay, so I'm quite interested on when we will have some clouds, because there is nothing here. We have actually wonderful weather, and there is no. Yes, so actually this is the airport over here, and we have wonderful weather. So there there must be there must be something wrong with the weather engine, because this is not this is not correct. It doesn't look like we have a visibility of just 6,000. let me quickly turn off the live weather. That looks better, but turn on the live weather again. Yeah, no, but this is definitely not correct here. What I could do actually, but I'm not sure how it will work. And to be honest, I am a little bit afraid that if I do something wrong here, then the flight simulator might crash. Because I have Rex installed, which can also simulate live weather. I am just not sure how it actually works. No, that was wrong. That was the wrong button here. Okay, start it again. Yes. Because to be honest, I want to land in real weather, of course, and not in this, like... Oh, that's a little bit weird here. So... live weather, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so oh, there's something happening. There is something happening. Finally. But nevertheless, I will try something. So, turn off live weather, set clear sky, and then start. Step 1. No, I want to have live weather, please. Dynamic weather preset weather synthesis. Weather modes only stop with the weather synthesis. Weather synthesis. Stop. Okay. 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 Oh, it's still injecting, okay. So let's see. Landing lights on. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing.
So, no, I don't think it's working, so let me close that back and then turn on live weather again. There we go. I don't know why this wasn't visible earlier on, and also it's a bit weird that there are no clouds at all here over the ocean, and then suddenly there are clouds again. But yeah, because as I said, according to the weather information, according to the weather live map I have, I should be in really bad weather here already. Don't know why I am not. Okay, so start the flight recorder client, and yeah, why not start recording? And we're approaching Lviv here, perfectly on the descent path. Turn on landing system, but it's a VNAV approach, RNAV approach, so I don't think that the landing system here is working. We will have LNAV and VNAV options on here, I think. There is the island. That looks really close here already. There is another island back there. Let me have a look if I can see which island this is. Basically that's, I don't know the island name, but that's the airport of El Embrujo. Didn't know that there is a big mountain on it. And we can check the weather once more, one last time. Yeah, and weather is updated. 090 at 9, gusting 24. 090 at 9. Gusting 24. Temperature, and we have 5 kilometers of visibility and rain again. 24 degrees, and QNH is 1011 still. 24 degrees, okay. And we have approach at 1806, okay. 5 minutes to landing. VNAV, LDAV is blinking here, so that is good. Approach phase is activated. Autopilot 2, autopilot 1, so this is changing here as well. Very nice. Okay, so from Bogox we continue the descent to 1650. So you can see Bogox still magenta because this is our next waypoint. Okay, so, and you can see we are now descending to meet 1,600 feet down here. Flaps 1, speed check flaps 1. It looks like this wing is longer than this one because I zoomed more out. That's funny. Okay. So I'm not sure why this is now blinking here. Radio altimeter is alive. Not sure why this is blinking. Although I'm not familiar with the systems and also not with the RNAV approach. Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing.
Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing.
Gear down. Flaps 2. Spoilers armed. San Andreas traffic, Avianca 9376 is on the final RNAV runway 06. We are about 3 miles out. Correction, 6 miles out, San Andreas traffic.
0,
Runway is inside
6.
here. Flaps 3. And flaps full. Speed check, flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Auto throttle speed. Go around altitude is set. And Ikamimo landing no blue. Runway is inside. Autopilot disconnect.
100 above.
Oh, we're coming in slightly left. Continue.
500.
Oh yeah, it is windy. The problem is I don't have any rudder pedals, so it's not as easy.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Reverse thrust. Reverse thrust off. Manual braking.
Nine 100 meters remaining. 600 meters remaining.
And vacate the runway via
Ladies and
Bravo.
gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 12:07 p.m. and it's currently about 25 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Speed brake can be come in. Flaps up. This guy looks like he's dancing. Okay, so parking brake set. APU is running. Turn off engine 1 and turn off engine 2. APU is available. Let's see, is the jetway coming? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we can wait until the jetway is connected. Stop the recording. This bridge is so slow. Okay, and we can now turn off the seatbelt signs and start the deboarding process. External power is connected. You can turn off the APU, connect the external air. There we go. Well, it didn't rain. The weather looks way better than it should be, so there is definitely a problem with the live weather engine here, because it's definitely not raining. It's definitely greater than 5 kilometers of visibility, I think, and yeah, that's a little bit sad here actually. Yeah, so I would love to land with raining here, but yeah, unfortunately that was not possible.
See what we can do. No promises.
So yeah, but that's it. We're on the ground here at San Andres. Very nice scenery. Very, very nice. I really like it. Could have arrived here at gate 1, but we have the Sky Marshal and the pushback truck already, but well, we decided to go to gate 2. Yeah, that's a really nice scenery here, but I don't understand why. I mean, even if I check the meter here, drizzle. So it says drizzle, but there is no drizzle. There's nothing actually. There's not even clouds. I can't see any clouds here. There's haze, yeah, but nothing more. And that's... anyway, nothing we could do here now. So, yep, that was it. Thank you guys for joining. And, oh, actually, let me see. What about the deboarding process here? Boarded 000. So deboarding process is already completed, I think. Is it? So what happens if I end the flight now? Oh, that's working actually. Okay, landing rate was about 200 feet per minute, according to the information from the passenger program here. So I will start the aircraft again, and then we have a look on the approach. Oh, there is a company message. Let's see, that's the arrival message. There we go. 1808. Perfect. Okay, so let me start up the engines. Is the APU byte available? Well, not yet, but now it is. Start valve is open. Okay, let's switch that back, and now, okay. Now it's going. Now it's going and running and... What? Yeah, I was just about to say it's working now, but it wasn't. Okay, so 2 hours and 47 in the simulator. Flight time of 1:45 minutes, roughly. Starting engine number 1 simultaneously. So engine number 2 is stable. We can toggle the jetway, disconnect everything, brakes are set. Okay, engine 1 failed, so engine 1's master off. If damage, engine 1 fire push button. No, I don't think there is any fire damage. If no damage, reflight consider. So we switch the engine ignition selection to normal and back to ignition, and now switch on engine 1 again, and let's see if it's now going up. I mean, there is no mistake, no error or stuff. Why would it be? I mean, there was nothing. I just started it too early before engine number 2 was running up, so I think that was the problem. So, and disconnect from VATSIM. Yeah, and now engine 1 is up. And now I start the replay. No, I'll wait until it's up. Okay, this is all set and lights are on as they were when landing. Seatbelt signs on and replay. Ignition back to normal. Speed brakes. Did I have the gear down? Really? I don't think so. Well, anyway, okay. Resume.
Approaching 06.
So flaps full. And do I have the problem with the other? No, this time I haven't. Having a look here from the passenger view. Well, looked smooth. I'll have a look
Approaching
from the cockpit.
06. Approaching 06.
So, speed brakes disarm, speed brake arm again. Let's have a look if they are... No, they're up. Why are they up?
500.
Okay. Okay, they're still up. Anyway, so be it. Have a look from the outside. Looks weird with the... Okay. Anyway. It's just about to touch down. I love this little arrow here. Yeah, I think that was really nice. Minus 2 feet. Well, it was actually minus 200. But, yeah. Yep. And that was it, guys.
900 meters remaining.
So,
600 meters remaining.
and flaps retracted. So yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you very much for joining today, and as I said, the next live stream will be tomorrow. I'm just not sure about the time, but I think I will plan it up front, so you will be informed by YouTube if you have clicked the subscription button and the bell. Tomorrow, I'm not quite sure where I want to go. Maybe I'm going to fly somewhere in America, or maybe something completely different. I'm not sure. I'm going to fly the PMDG 737, I think, and if there is no change in mind, of course. So, but yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining, and I wish you now a pleasant evening, a happy weekend, and I hope to see you guys for the next live streams. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.